Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video we are going to learn how you can give temporary access to Google Drive folder on WooCommerce purchase. So let's take an example that you run an e-commerce store where you are selling the learning courses online. Now you want that whenever any of your student or any of the customer purchase a specific course, automatically the related study material like the audiobooks, the videos, the notes that is saved in your Google Drive folder should be shared with your customer for a specific duration, and after that specific duration, the folder access should be removed from that particular customer. For doing this, we have two options. First, do it manually. Take the detail of your customer from the WooCommerce or your e-commerce platform. Then share the file or the folder that is saved in your Google Drive, and after the specific duration, remove the folder access from that particular customer. But it is difficult and it is hard to remember when to remove the folder access because you might be having a large number of customers who are purchasing the courses. For this, the second option we will be choosing is automation, so that whenever a customer purchases a new course, automatically the related study material or the related folder will be shared with the student, and after the specific duration, the folder access will be removed. But we need to create a connection between WooCommerce and Google Drive. And in order to create a connection, we will be using a software application that is Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating WooCommerce with Google Drive automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So by creating this particular automation, whenever we are going to receive a new order, whenever a customer is going to purchase a new course, automatically the folder will be shared with the customer, and after a specific duration, the folder access will also get removed. Okay. So how we are going to set up this automation? For that you need to come to my screen. Welcome back to my screen. Here we are on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. If you want to reach the dashboard, you just need to log into pabbly.com. From the All Apps section, you need to select Pabbly Connect and you can reach the dashboard. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect is available in the description box. By clicking on that link, you can reach the dashboard. And if you are a new user, you just need to click on sign up for free button and you need to create a new account, and you are going to get 100 tasks free every month. Now on the dashboard, we are going to create a workflow. Okay, for that, click on this plus sign, create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as WooCommerce and Google Drive integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want to give the temporary access to Google Drive folders whenever a customer purchases a new product from our WooCommerce store. So first we are going to create a connection between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. So just open this trigger window and let us choose the application name as WooCommerce over here. Select the trigger event as new order created. Now we can see a Webbook URL and some instructions. So by following these instructions, you can set up the Webbook in your WooCommerce account. Here we can see the instructions. Navigate to the left sidebar WooCommerce, move to settings, go to the advanced tab Webbooks and click on add Webbook button. Okay, so I'll just copy this Webbook URL from here and I'll just take you to my WordPress dashboard. So this is my WordPress dashboard. When we scroll down, here on the left side we can find WooCommerce option. So WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress. If you can't find WooCommerce activated over here, you just need to come to plugins section, come to add new, and you have to install WooCommerce plugin from the WordPress account. Okay, now as I have already installed the plugin of WooCommerce, we can find WooCommerce over here. Now we have to click on this settings tab. Okay, click on settings of WooCommerce. And here we have to just click on advanced option. Okay, click on advanced. And in the advanced section, we can find Webbooks option over here. Click on Webbooks. And now here you can see that I have created just two Webbooks over here. So we are going to create a new Webbook over here. So let's click on add Webbook button. Now we have to give a name to the Webbook. So let us give it as Google Drive integration Okay, here we have to select the status as active. The topic, so we have to select the topic as order created over here. So I'm just going to select the topic as order created. Okay, now here we have to give the delivery URL. So this delivery URL will be the webbook URL that we have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm just going to paste the webbook URL over here. Now it is asking for the API version, so we have to select the latest API version over here. And now let's click on Save Webbook. Okay, and here we can see that the webbook has been saved. Okay, now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see that a webbook ID is captured over here. It means the webbook has been saved. Now let's click on Recapture Webbook Response option. Do you wish to recapture the response? Let's click on Yes. And now we can see that it is waiting for the webbook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to create a new order in our WooCommerce account on the name of a customer. So I'll just move to my WooCommerce account once again. And from here, I'm just going to access my store. So let's click on Visit Store. And here I'm just going to select this particular course, that is Core PHP Programming. Let's click on Add to Cart. So as I'm already logged in from my admin account, I'm just going to open this cart page in the incognito mode. Okay. So let's copy it over here. Okay, so I have logged in from a customer account over here named Ran Glasgow. I'm just going to click on Add to Cart for this Core PHP Programming course. And here we are on the cart page. We can find the product as Core PHP Programming. Price is 750 rupees, quantity as 1. Let's click on Continue Shopping. And here we can find the shipping details. Now let's click on Proceed to Checkout. Okay, and here we can find all the details. First name is Ran, last name is Glasgow. Company name as Pabbly, country India. Street address as SP18 Royal Park. When we scroll down, we can find the city as Bhopal. State Madhya Pradesh, pin code. Here we can find his phone number and his email address. Okay, and now the payment method is cash on delivery over here, and click on Place Order. Okay, and here we can see that the order has been processed and the payment is successful. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and here we can see the responses received and all the details related to the new order are captured over here. When we scroll down, we can find the created date and time. And here we can find the customer first name as Ran, last name as Glasgow, his company name, his address details. Here we can find his phone number and the email address. Here we can find his address details, payment method as cash on delivery. And we can find other details also, the product details also. Okay, I'll just show you the product details. Yes, the product name as Core PHP Programming. And here we can find the amount also. So all the details related to the new order are captured over here. Okay, now I have already added some study material in my Google Drive folder over here. Okay, I'll just show you the folder that is for the PHP course materials. So I want to share this particular folder with the customer who has made the payment, that is Ran Glasgow. So I have to give the folder access. For that, let's come to Pabbly Connect. Let's scroll down, come to this action step and choose the application name as Google Drive over here. Now it is asking for the action event. So let us select it as share a file or folder by ID. Click on Connect. Click on Add New Connection and click on Connect with Google Drive. Now it is asking me to choose an account to continue to Pabbly Connect Drive. So I'm just going to choose my account from here. Pabbly Connect Drive wants additional access to your Google account. Okay, so let's scroll down and click on Continue to give away the access over here. Authorization successful. And now the Google Drive account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we need to give the file or folder ID that needs to be shared with the customer. So the file and folder ID is PHP course material. So I have to select the same folder over here, that is PHP course materials. Okay, and here you can give the folder ID also by clicking on this mapping button. Okay, and here when we go to the Google Drive folder, we can find the folder ID in the URL. So you can see that this is the same folder ID which is given over here. Okay, so you can just copy it and you can paste it over here in this way also. Okay, so we have selected the folder as PHP course material over here. Now we have to give the email address. Enter Google email ID to which the access will be granted. So the email ID is glasgowryan058@gmail.com. Okay, the ID is getting opened right here. Okay, we can see the email ID of the customer as glasgowryan058@gmail.com. So I'm just going to copy the email ID of the customer and I'll be pasting it over here. Okay, so on this particular email ID, the folder access will be shared. Now here we can select the role, can view, can edit or can comment. So in my case, I'm just selecting it as can view. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see that the response is received. It means the customer has received a mail and we have shared the access of our Google Drive folder. Let's check it. We can find the mail from Ashi Rai. Folder shared with you is PHP course materials. Okay, and I'm just going to click on open. And here we can see that we are redirected to our Google Drive folder. Okay, so here we can see that we have shared the access over here of our Google Drive folder. Okay, let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Now I want the access to be given to the customer for just 1 month. Okay, after 1 month the access should be removed. But in the real time, I'm just going to check it for another 2 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to remove the access in 2 minutes. So let's come to this plus sign and click on add action step. And here choose the application name as date and time formatter. Select the action event as modify current date. Click on connect. And now the date and time formatter is connected. Now it is asking for the date format. So the date format I want is YYMMDD along with the time zone. Now it is asking for the time zone. In which time zone you want to convert the date. So I want the date to be in UTC time zone. Okay. And here we have to select the operation add or subtract. So I want to add. Here we have to give the unit as days, minutes or hours. You can select it as per your requirement. I am just giving the unit as minutes over here and the value will be 2 minutes. Okay. So the access will be given for just 2 minutes. So we are going to change this after some time. When our integration is ready, we'll be just changing it. And you can give the access as per your requirement. Okay. And now let's click on save and send test request. And here we can see that the response is received and in the response we have got the date as well as the time. Okay. So now we want to run our workflow at this date and at this time. So let's come to this plus sign and click on add action step. So we are going to apply a delay over here. Okay. So this particular workflow will be delayed till a particular date and time. Now it is asking how much delay you want to put in your workflow. So we want delay unit will be minutes and I'm just going to make this workflow run after 2 minutes. Okay. So I'm giving the delay value as 2 minutes over here. And let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we have got that this particular workflow is going to be delayed for another 2 minutes. Okay. Now after 2 minutes, we want to remove the folder access from the customer. For that, click on this plus sign add action step. And let us choose the application name as Google Drive once again. And select the action event as remove file or folder access. Click on connect. Click on select existing connection just because we have recently created a connection. Click on save. And now the Google Drive is connected. Now here we have to give the email address once again. So I'm just going to enter the email address of Ryan Glasgow as glasgowryan058@gmail.com. Now here we need to select the file or folder. So I'm just going to click on this mapping button. Okay, I'll just remove this data from here and I'll be giving the folder ID from here. Okay, so let's copy it and I'll be pasting it over here. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received and after 2 minutes, the access to the folder will be removed from the customer. Okay, so let us check Ryan Glasgow's email address. Okay, and now I'm just going to open the folder once again. And here we can see that you need access. We don't have the access now. And the access of that particular folder is removed from the customer. Okay, so in this way, we can see that our integration is working fine. So let's click on save. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now we are going to just change the dates from here and the delay. Okay. So we have given the access and here we can see that the permission was granted to the customer. Now we are going to just modify the current date again. Here I will be giving the date format as YYMMNDD. Okay. Time zone will be UTC add operation, and here I am going to change the units to days and the value would be 30 days. Okay, so I am just giving the permission to access the folder for another 1 month for 30 days. Okay, and now let's click on save and send test request. And here we have got the date, that is 13th of June 2022. Okay, and the date, the current date was today's date, that is 14th of May. So 30 days are added to this particular date. So the access will be for another 1 month. Okay, and now we want this workflow to run after 1 month. Okay, the access will be removed from the customer after 1 month. So here we are going to just change the delay. How much delay you want to put in the workflow? So we want to delay until, and here we are going to specify the date that we have got over here, that is 13th of June. Okay, and here I am just going to map the date, that is 13th of June. And here it is mentioned date should be in YY, MM and DD format. So we have got the date in the correct format, but we need the time also, that is hours, minutes and seconds. So I'm just going to give it as 00:00:00. Okay, so we have entered the same format over here and it should be in UTC time zone only. Okay, so we have entered the date over here and now let's click on save and send test request. And in the message we have got that this particular workflow is delayed until 13th of June 2022. So on 13th of June, the access will be removed from the customer. Okay, in the real time it is going to work correctly. Okay, so in this way we have created a successful integration. Okay, I'm just going to minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. Okay, I'll just minimize the trigger window also. Okay, so first we have created an integration between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details of the new order whenever an order was placed by the customer. Then we have set the action step of Google Drive. We have shared a specific folder with the customer. Then we have applied the date and time formatter over here just because we need to give the access to the folder just for another 30 days, the next 1 month. Then we have applied the delay over here, that the workflow should run at a specific date and at a specific time. And at last we have removed the folder access from the customer. And in this way we have learned that how we can give temporary access to Google Drive folder on WooCommerce purchase. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.